Your dream life is a conversation away. Now, chances are, if you're watching this, you're a young and ambitious person, but you are being stopped by something, which is unspoken very much. The conversation you need to have. What is this conversation? Now, really think about it. What could it be? Who could you be asking for something that is limiting you right now? Chances are it's your parents. Now, the conversation I'm talking about is admitting that you don't want to live the way that they want you to live. The conversation to be had here is that basically you want to go your own path. There's a very big percentage of chance that your parents have been pushing you to strive for some big career like a doctor or some engineer, while you don't want that for yourself. Now, I'm going to give you two options on how this could go. And option one is you don't have the conversation, that you don't want to go the path that they want you to go on. Well, what will happen in this case? You start renouncing your goals just to make yourself feel better. You go to college and you start saying to yourself, oh, I always liked this career anyways. No, you didn't. You just made that up just to make yourself feel better. So you live inauthentically because you were scared to have a conversation. Also, this is pretty realistic. For most people, this is the truth. 76% of dying people wish they lived more for themselves. I'm not making this up. You can Google it right now. 76%. I don't know if you want to fall into this statistic, but if you're scared, you are. You are going to be part of this 76%. And it's going to go up, by the way. Because people are so scared of what their parents will think, let alone the judgment from society. Why are we so scared of this? Well, 10,000 years ago, being judged by your tribe basically meant that you were at risk of getting kicked out. And being kicked out of the tribe, which helped you survive, would mean death. So that's why we're so scared of taking risks. That's why we're so scared of standing out these days. This trauma that was induced 10,000 years ago is still limiting you. Now, I don't know what you think about yourself, but I don't like being limited by something which didn't even happen to me. So what are you going to do about it? Well, the second option is that you have the conversation. And you'll be met with criticism up front. Okay, that's to be expected. That's the thing you're fearing. But you're going to be respected more later. Because people can sense that you have something to say, yet you're not saying it. So you actually agreeing with what other people want for you is you saying, I respect you more than I respect myself. And no one really does that. No one really wants to do that. Correction. Do you think your dad or your mom wanted to end up like they ended up? Seriously. This is not to criticize you in any form or matter. I'm just telling you that if you take the road which is already drawn up for you and you don't want that authentically, you are going to be part of this statistic. You cannot do both. You cannot please your parents and please yourself. You have to choose. But I would choose option 2 every single time. Because having the hard conversation will earn you respect first. But also, you will respect yourself even more. So, it's a win-win basically. You get respect from your parents and the people around you, by the way, because you had the balls to tell them basically, no, I don't want to fit in. And you get more respect from yourself. Fuck. So this is a win-win in every single way, because you getting more respect for yourself is only going to project you up into your goals. So why even wait? I put this here. Be the initiator, because if you don't initiate the conversation, you'll still look like a pussy. Initiating would mean that you pull the person aside, which you need to have the conversation with, and you tell them, I have something important to tell you, or something along the lines. And you don't just blurt it out when a random conversation on the topic of your future comes out. You sit down with the intention of telling them what you're about to tell them, which is that you don't want to follow the path that has been laid out in front of you. You want to carve your own. Not this path. You want to dig here. So blurting it out in the conversation, basically a no-go, because they will not earn respect for you this way. You were just waiting for an opportunity where it felt easy enough that you could start an argument, basically, and they will see it just as an argument. Not that you had the balls to say it, just that you were trying to be disobedient in a way, just to rage bait them or something like that. So be the initiator, very important. Make your choice. Seriously. If this video alone was not enough, just remember this number. Remember this number every time you say yes to something that you don't want to say yes to. And let's see you not make your choice within the next 48 hours. Now, if you have already made your choice, I believe I can help you further. You can join my community in the top link in the description. There are courses on changing your life 180 degrees. Thank you for watching today, and I hope I was of service to you.